Welcome to another episode of That's What I'm Talking About, the podcast that goes over the not-so-top stories. We're at the America First Warehouse, the most patriotic venue in the land and sea. We have to my right, comedies. Could you see comedies? Comedian? How do you say a woman's comedian?
A woman comedian.
A woman comedian, Bonnie Scalisi. She's a regular on the show.
Hi.
We have Gino Bisconti.
Hey, everybody.
And we have a special guest today, Shane Jenkins. Shane is a military man, too?
No, sir. No, sir. Did not serve.
You did not serve?
No, sir.
I did 2 years in the Salvation Army. I don't like to brag. We lost a lot of guys during the Boone's Farm shortage. Let me just say that.
So stupid.
That is
I love
sucky.
it. That's really good.
Thank you. I don't need you to legitimize my joke.
That's good.
Yeah.
That one counts.
Yeah.
Keep it.
But we always start the show with the disgraziada of the week. That's the disgrace of the week. And
Do
today,
I get to guess?
Go ahead, try and guess.
The Democrats. Chuck Schumer.
No, very close.
Wait.
But we always do Chuck Schumer.
Okay, I got it.
Mandami.
The Jews.
No, it's always the no.
Put it on Shane. He's laughing.
Shane's
He's laughing.
It is Nancy.
You should have saw me grab him by the scruff of the neck and say, "You do this show." Okay, back to you.
Nancy Pelosi. She just retired after 45 years of ripping off the government and everybody that she supposedly represented. If you don't understand what kind of a criminal this woman has been her whole life, she has had more inside trading than Ponzi, Madoff, Enron, everybody combined. 45 years of insider trading, $125,000 a year she makes. She retired with hundreds of millions of dollars. Let me just say one thing. I'll say a lot more than one thing.
At a time. At a time.
Exactly. Nancy Pelosi has stolen so much money that if you were trading stocks and you did 10% more than the experts, you would be considered a great financial wizard. If you did 50% more, you are one of the greatest experts. Ready for this number?
Yes.
She beat Wall Street 1,000%
You're lying.
more. I always lie. 1,000%. She has been right on every single trade.
Nailed it.
That there is. So this woman is a domestic terrorist.
Yep.
She is a piece of shit.
Yep.
She's got nice tits. I'm not going to say she doesn't.
You ever see the picture of her with Kennedy when she was a young girl?
Oh,
my
bang
God,
out for a little inside trade.
She was making some balloon payments with those trades, am I right? Hold on, I gotta explain it to the meathead. Her tits. Her tits are like balloons. Focus. Sorry.
Anyway, if you are that much over and you haven't been investigated and you haven't gone to jail, that this is what's wrong with our governmental system. And this is somebody who has no morals, no ethics. And usually that person's called Gino Bisconti, who has
right here. Hey.
But she's not gay. So anyway, let's go to you, Gino. What do you think about this wretched woman?
I think it should be all of the Democrats for the shutdown because she's just one of the sickness, and it's both sides. But if you don't get the government shutdown just ended, okay?
We're talking about Pelosi.
But we're talking about the Democrats,
okay.
And I'm saying
veering.
the disgrace of the week should have been in the entire Democratic Party who just lied to us for a week, and they said, oh, big turn, the Democrats. You're not going to believe this. The Democrats won New York, New Jersey, Virginia, which is southern D.C., and the Prop 50 thing in California. And then the day after, 8 or 9 Democrats voted Republican to end it because the Democrats, which include Nancy Pelosi, are a disgrace that used you. They're like, oh, they be taking our SNAP benefits. Oh, SNAP, bitch, you got used. So she is a disgrace, and I'm told her daughter is going to run for the...
Really?
Is that
Does
true?
she have
Is her daughter's running? I know her husband runs. He doesn't.
Yes.
He skips because he's a queer.
You don't know that.
You're going to have a bruise here.
You take one gay guy home and get hammered together, and right away you're labeled a queer.
Take one gay guy home, and I think you're just being lazy because all you got to do is shake it. You can get 5 in your car.
Shane, I apologize for baiting you into this show, and
Just another day with the guys.
just another day with
Hanging
you.
out, just kicking it old school.
Now, she was attractive in her younger years. At what age do you think she was unsmashable? What'd you say?
78, probably.
78.
This guy parties.
How old
This
is
guy
she?
parties.
I don't know.
Oh, Cal,
Now that's a party.
calling my wife and tell her I'm not going to be home. We're going out after the show.
Yeah.
How many beers have we had?
You're going to get a lot of phone calls after this show now.
Yeah, how many beers is she rated? I'm saying just 3.
She was a piece of ass.
Hold my teeth.
No, I meant
That was her logo.
he's going to get a lot of calls in a good way because he's very interested in older women. So they're all going to become knocking at your door.
Yeah.
But Nancy Pelosi is, it's a disgrace, yes.
Right.
But so is the system that let her get away with this for
Right.
all of these years. Where are the checks and balances? And why do these people have, like, a long run like this? Why isn't there some kind of a cutoff?
45 years, Bonnie.
It's insane.
No
it's
one
insane.
goes to jail.
No one goes
No one goes
to
to jail. Stop kidding yourself
Yeah.
that anyone is ever
I went to jail.
He
For
went to
J6, they
jail.
put
He's
you
a
in.
genuine-
Oh, of course.
I'm
Yeah,
curious
yeah.
to tie it back to J6. They just revealed that the pipe bomber was a Capitol Police officer.
Yes.
And I'm curious to see if they get the police officer's phone, if it has Nancy Pelosi's phone number. I
I'm
would
sure.
love to see
Or if it
who
was a gay
orchestrated
man,
that.
it was her husband's phone number.
Oh,
Now,
garbage.
when that comes out, first of all, they hunted people down. They hunted grandmothers down, taking selfies on the steps.
Apparently,
of the
he hunts
Capitol.
grandmothers down too. 75 is smashable. See what I did? Let me explain. What I did was, there's a lot of layers.
By the way, do you have any tattoos like him? He's got a lot of great tattoos.
I have a Charger tattoo.
Do you?
Look at
That's
that.
gay.
Look at that.
See, that's how you know Gino's gay.
I got it for my life partner.
Yeah. Now, that tattoo on your ankle, was it over your head when they gave you that tattoo, your
I was
ankle?
supposed to be on my ear, but my ankle was there.
I only have one tattoo. It's the America First warehouse across my back. But I woke up with it.
Yeah, that's true. That was,
So I
after a
passed
long
out
weekend.
here.
Joe the Box. He wasn't looking for Box that night.
No. Yes, you're right. I felt that as soon as that came out, that they found somebody planting the bombs, that there would have been a warrant out for her arrest. There's not even a warrant out for
And
this person.
there won't be. And which is like, haven't we gotten used to that? That there's justice only on one side and no justice on the other.
Well, to put a fact with that, we inquired to the guy who wrote it, Steve Baker, had the FBI reached out to verify the facts that he'd found, the algorithm he used to determine the person's gait on the computer, and he said, no, nobody's reached out to me. They don't care. And so
it's amazing. It's so amazing that people have been hunted. Like I said, grandmothers taking selfies and their doors were kicked in. This person planted pipe bombs.
And to add one more thing, what's her name? You remembered, I'm sure. Oh, you don't? I thought you would.
Nancy Pelosi?
No, the Capitol. He's really trying to get laid. No, the Capitol Police woman.
Sharina?
It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. If you Google her name now,
You come up with
0.
zero.
They scrubbed it from
so
Google.
she's Greek.
They scrubbed it from
She's
Google.
Greek. It comes up 0.
No, it does not come up 0.
Now, I wonder what is her nationality and what's her religion. I want to know.
Why?
Maybe she's a Muslim. Don't you think that should come into it? Maybe she's Jewish. Maybe she bought it.
Get her. I'm Jewish.
Yes.
I can say that.
Maybe she bought it at a discount.
I don't care.
She bought the pipe on sale.
I don't care if you're Jewish or trustworthy.
Right.
I don't care.
Me neither.
Oh, no, I don't care. I don't care if you're black or trustworthy, Jewish or well-liked. We were talking about this off air. Tell him.
We need this person at least under arrest.
No one gets arrested, and we all know that. And here's, I need to ask you something. You said it's all one-sided, the justice system.
Right.
If you're saying that side is the politicians, because it's not the people, they hate us. We know this. And I'm not just saying the Democrats. I'm saying they all lie, they all cheat, they all
Getting back to January 6th.
Please.
People are in jail. All they did was go and peacefully protest until they were attacked by the police that were there. You would think that there would have been some Republicans that would just say, get them out, I want... Nothing.
Also,
I blame them just as much as the Democrats.
Yep.
But also, you got to remember, at that time, the mostly peaceful protests were also going on, and they were in giant gangs, burning things down, doing all kinds of really destructive stuff.
The George Floyd, George Floyd.
Right, and there were if they were arrested at all, they were let right out. And if you put that next to the January 6th.
We'll be right back after this.
Okay.
We'll talk more about it.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Hey, fellow patriots, it's Cindy Gross here, host of Right for America, from your favorite place, the America First Warehouse. You've seen me show on my show so many products from this country's #1 most patriotic manufacturer with close to 400 products. You need to exchange the products you use in your house to this company and make your dollars count in our country.
All right, live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol, keep for the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
We are back with but that's what I'm talking about with my distinguished panel and Gino. So, Bonnie, what were you saying?
I was about to bring up the BBC, and I saw...
I told you not to bring that up. I just told her.
I was on that site all morning.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Following directions is not my strong point.
News.
Anyway, like I was saying...
Sorry.
Oh, my mic was off. What a loser.
Yes, I request your mic be off. We have another story. A woman was fatally shot in Indiana after arriving at the wrong house for a cleaning job. She was the cleaning lady,
oh my God.
Her and a friend, and it was a suspected home invasion by the guy. He came out blasting.
Yeah.
But when he shot her...
They were going to clean him out.
Well, I could tell you what.
It's stupid.
It's a good defense. I thought it was a home invasion. Yeah. 2 Spanish people on my porch.
In Indiana.
Isn't that enough?
Yeah. There's no way they could have swum here.
Listen. When you go to the NRA meeting in Indiana, they say, if you see 2 Spanish people on your porch, start shooting.
Yeah.
Then I understand that.
Understood.
Now, you're from Texas. There's a lot of things going on in Texas.
I'd be in jail if I did a lot of shooting because there'd be a lot of Hispanic people.
Yeah. How do you miss a Hispanic person in Texas? You just shoot up in the air, it's gonna land on one.
He's in New York now. He doesn't miss any Hispanic people in Texas.
You're not gonna miss them anyway.
He's not missing any Hispanics.
Now, you live in Harlem.
I do.
And there's even Spanish people in Harlem.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if I drop an, I get hit harder than I ever have in my life if I say the wrong word there.
Could you imagine
Thanks for getting that.
The blackest neighborhood in New York now has a lot of Spanish.
Yeah, well, it's Spanish Harlem, Spaha. It's always been like that.
Then what do you call a Mexican restaurant in Harlem?
What?
Nacho Mama. Well, that's an old joke, and I like to say it.
Well, it's a new joke in my act this weekend. I'll tell you that much.
I don't understand that you couldn't, first of all, how good are you at cleaning a house if you couldn't even get the address right?
Yeah, I was going to ask, is there more details? Because did they knock on the door first?
Yes.
And then,
yes, they were knocking on the door.
So, like, he just shot them because they were knocking on his door? I mean,
he thought it was a home invasion.
How is that a home invasion? Unless they were trying to get in without his permission.
Well, you're Jewish. You have maids and servants,
I actually just started using a whole bunch of people. They come in,
right,
and you pay them a bunch of money,
and
servants, and
yes.
they clean your house.
Do you sign the check? Do you sign the check stereotype? Go on.
Now, do you beat them with your right hand or your left hand?
Always the right hand.
There you go.
Pimp hand. That's
pimp
the
hand.
pimp hand.
Gives her the pimp hand.
So now I'm getting to this, to what you just brought up, Bonnie.
Yeah. What was their protocol? What did they do?
Even in Texas, they don't just shoot Mexican people.
Yeah.
They aim first. But what I'm saying is,
You don't want to waste bullets.
They had to be doing something that made this guy think it was a home invasion.
I guarantee they thought they were at the correct house. And, like, when you're at the maid service, people aren't there when you come to clean the house.
Hello?
So they're just going in the house.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, these people, these fine young Spanish women, Hispanic people are in my house. Yeah. She came at me with a mop.
Shane.
How do you justify that?
He is justifying it. But I'm saying,
I thought her mop was
I'm going to lean on his side and say they were doing something that made him blast. That blast away.
They probably were coming into his house because they thought no one was home because no one's at the house they usually clean.
They were home invading.
Yeah, technically they were.
That?
The guy's not wrong.
It's not the wrong. It was the wrong house. So
Yeah. Right.
It's kind of
really wrong house.
And if he hadn't done that,
he would only get the wrong house once.
If he hadn't done that, he would have had a nice, clean house, and he wouldn't be in trouble right now.
Now he's got blood all over the front door.
No, the other maid wasn't shot.
Oh, she's fine then.
She had to clean
you
up
come
the
out
mess.
and you tell her, what are you standing around for?
Yeah.
Clean up all this blood.
I hope you brought bleach.
Plenty of bleach.
I wouldn't pay her.
What's that?
You're leaving all this blood on my front porch. What am I paying for?
I don't. Well, I mean, the guy probably next door is like, I don't think they're cleaning the house today, hon.
What is she doing there? Get her over here.
Did she die? Is that what?
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
She's dead. And,
Sorry to hear that.
Yes, of course we're sorry. Yeah, you're sorry because you need another maid.
Yeah.
You can't kill the maid.
By the way, the people that clean my house, they're all men.
Really?
4 men. They come in and they do it like in 3 hours.
Really?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, that's why. So
sounds dirty.
you use the BBC cleaning service. Am I right?
BBC, there you go.
All men?
All men, and they do a really good
Are they
job.
naked?
I bet they do.
Are they naked men? Is this some kind of...
No, I have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, first I oil them down. And
That's
then
even more.
Let me get a mop my floors with a happy ending. How? You Jewish girls are wild.
Incredible.
We are.
But you don't tip. I'm sure you do.
No, I tip really well.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh, there you go. There goes that. See, all your stereotypes are wrong.
What?
Yeah, what?
Sounds like everything I just said she did. She has 3 black dudes come by.
No, they're Spanish.
Oh.
Please. All right, so nothing gets. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that better or worse? I don't know.
How do you know they're Spanish?
I just assume.
You assume?
Yeah.
Does someone want to say the house is spick and spick when they're done?
Spick and span.
Oh my God.
No, those.
You get it spick and spick.
I
You
think,
get it because there's
those
and-
were the 2 cleaning ladies. That was their name.
there's 3 Spanish guys. The house is spick, spick and span.
Oh my God.
What do you mean I assume they were Spanish?
I have
Why?
them in my phone.
Why, was there something missing?
She goes clean up nicely and we'll go to Nacho Mama after this.
There you go.
Of course they're Spanish. Why? Because my silverware's missing. That's why.
No, they do a great job.
Do they?
Absolutely. They do a
Very
great
nice.
job.
Do you sit there and say, hey, clean this?
They go to one floor of the house, and whatever floor they're
Your
cleaning,
bedroom. Go ahead, I get that.
I have
First they go to my bedroom.
I have 4 levels. So whatever level they're at, I go in a different place while they're cleaning.
You have 4 levels?
4 levels.
Jesus Christ.
She has 4 levels.
What's she doing here?
It sounds like a porno.
Exactly.
It's a Jewish porno. 4 levels.
4 levels.
Spick and
Levels,
span.
Jerry.
There's levels of this.
Shane, I'm sorry.
thank you.
I'm sorry we dragged you on this.
Who knew?
It's like, can I go back to jail?
Who knew you could make cleaning so dirty?
We can't.
this
We're pigs.
Yeah.
Have you ever had cleaning people in your house?
My mom used to have like a nanny
Oh, really?
when I was a kid. Yeah.
See?
A black nanny?
Guatemalan.
Same thing.
Black nanny's a mammy.
A mammy?
A mammy.
So she was a Guatemalan woman. Mm-hmm. So empanadas, or did she have to cook your stuff?
I mean, I didn't cook anything. She cooked mine.
She cooked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wow. Did you have to learn a little Spanish to
I
talk
did learn
to
a
her?
lot of Spanish, you know.
Like vamos
Yeah,
and
Vamonos.
vámonos.
On delay.
Pues.
Yeah.
Wow. See that? See, it's not all about Jews, Bonnie.
See?
Us white people.
You dig a little deeper, you find stuff out.
Yes, he's got a Guatemalan woman locked up in his basement. That's what he's saying.
My white privilege is showing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's great. And you grew up on a farm,
I did indeed.
and there were no servants.
No, there were not. Yeah, me and my brother. We were the servants.
So you had gay servants.
Did you milk any bulls on the farm?
Were there farm animals?
What's that?
Were there farm
There were
animals?
No,
4 levels of farm animals. The tall ones, the medium
the pigs,
ones.
the this.
His answer. It was a produce farm. To Bridget.
What'd you have?
What's that?
What kind
Chickens.
of animals?
We didn't have animals. It was all produce, no livestock.
Produce.
By the time I was born, I was the 3rd generation. Like, they had animals before that.
Oh, they had animals.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, my dad's farm, they had animals. It was a Mexican camp that they'd come over and
And pick your crops?
they'd pick the crops.
Really?
That sounds
Yes.
dirty.
It really was. And let me tell you, there weren't enough spicks in the span to span the hour of telling you how many.
You didn't have any, like, chickens or cocks? Do you have any cocks there? I think you did.
I did. And my
I
mother.
think it was a cock farm.
That was Gino's favorite.
I would use the cocks when I ran out of eggplants.
There you go.
It's all new to to this guy.
Yeah,
it's all new to him.
Speaking of cocks, Bonnie,
About your cleaning.
The bigger, the better.
This is where you get your political news,
this
people.
is why you come
You
here.
have to get your political news with a side of laughter.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's so
Side of
depressing.
A side of cock. I mean laughter.
Side of cock.
The BBC.
The beat.
Side of BBC.
The beat. I'm going to do the BBC in the next segment. We have a big story out of the BBC. But right now, I want to thank Shane Jenkins for coming on. He's one of the January 6s, and in my estimation, one of the greatest heroes of our time. When I grew up,
Thank you for saying that.
when I grew up, my heroes were Vietnam vets.
Yeah.
And now they're January 6ers.
By the way, we haven't even mentioned that it's Veterans Day. Shout out to my father and my uncle. I even wore this shirt that says, "Thank you for your service" from our old outfit. But yeah.
Thank you for, so 72% of all J6ers are either veterans, law enforcement, former prison guards, or first responders.
There you go. See, patriots.
Thank you
True
to all of our
patriots.
veterans. We love you, and we're praying for you, cheering for you guys. We love y'all. Thank y'all for fighting for this country and being willing to lay down your life for us to have what we have right here today. We can sit here and exercise our free speech, offend all the people we want.
You could talk about heroes all your life, but you talk about January 6ers, and those are real heroes. And that's why I love to talk about January 6ers to people who don't understand what happened. And so I love the whole January 6er community. And I hope if you're watching your January 6er, always tune in to this station. We'll make you laugh. We don't take many things serious. But January 6th, we do.
It was, am I wrong? It was like basically the government saying if we put these people in jail, they'll learn not to peacefully protest. That's simply
They were
it.
the examples.
The government attacked the civilian population of the United States of America.
Correct.
By the way,
It's cut and dry.
if you don't get it's a peaceful protest, I said this, it didn't take place in England, like where they would have to show up with torches and pitchforks.
Right.
If we wanted to take over the government, we would bring guns.
Right.
We have guns. There was one gun there, the one they killed Ashley
We'll be right
Babbitt
back
with.
right
a veteran.
after these messages.
Have you noticed your money just doesn't stretch like it used to? Your paycheck feels lighter, and your savings aren't growing. The culprits? Inflation and increased money supply. They've both been quietly eating away at your purchasing power for years. Today, the dollar's value has dropped significantly. You feel it every time you spend money on goods and services. Back in 1965, $1 or an ounce of silver could buy you a gallon of milk. Fast forward to today. That same dollar barely buys a couple of coffee creamers, while an ounce of silver would get you 8 gallons of milk. Gold and silver have held their value for centuries. If you had 2,500 ounces of silver back in 1965, you could buy a brand new Ford Mustang. Today, 2,500 ounces of silver would buy you 2 Mustangs. Similarly, in the year 2000, 628 ounces of gold would buy a new $170,000 home. Today, 628 ounces would buy you a $2,500,000 home. The problem? 95% of Americans don't own physical gold or silver. They think it's too complicated and too expensive, but it doesn't have to be. We offer a membership program that allows you to buy gold or silver with as little as $1. You can buy fractional amounts, safely vault them, or have them delivered to your doorstep. And you can liquidate them whenever you want at the highest buyback price in the industry. Ready to protect your wealth and keep your purchasing power? Scan the QR code or go to tafw.soundmoney.com to learn more.
The America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
It's me, Joe the Box, and I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First warehouse.
Welcome to Right for America. Issues that unite, don't ignite.
I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. What are we doing, Steve? Fighting!
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone. We live stream every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. right here from the America First warehouse, the most patriotic venue in all the land.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Welcome to Liberty's Cage, the podcast tearing down the walls of America's broken justice system.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
Welcome to Suffocating in Suburbia with me, your host, Stevie GB.
And we are back with That's What I'm Talking About, the podcast from the America First warehouse, the most patriotic venue in the land. We're back with Bonnie Scalisi and Gino Visconti. We have another news out of the BBC.
Finally, I'm sorry.
The BBC just reported that there were pirates that fired grenades and boarded a vessel off of the Somali coast. Okay? So
bunch of Vickers, I'm guessing.
no, I would think so.
The last week reference, people.
The European naval forces that were operating in the area have been asked for assistance. They don't just assist. You're part of the European naval force in, where is that? Off of, in between Africa and Saudi Arabia, I'm assuming, because that's where Somalia is.
Of course.
And they have to get in. They have to get in up the Red Sea, and that's where the Somalian pirates go. They hijack ships. So you're part of the Navy. The Somalian pirates are launching grenades and shooting machine guns at unarmed freight. And you have to be called to respond. What do we need? Why are they in there in the first place? Why is the European Navy there in the first place? To protect it.
But I mean, it's a lot of water. It's a big space. Maybe they can't keep track of all the ships. I don't know. I guess I'm wrong there. I don't know.
You're the Navy.
I don't know.
Hey, it's a big ocean.
Right. Maybe that's what they said.
Jesus,
look,
Mary and Joseph.
Take it from guys don't want to go up the Red Sea. You do that every now and then to please the old lady, but
oh my God.
What? We're talking about something else?
You don't want a part. I don't want any part of that.
I don't want any part of the Red Sea.
Listen, we are too gentle with weak countries.
Yes.
That's what this is about.
Agreed.
Somalia is a shithole.
Yes.
Full of shitty people.
Yeah.
And all we have
where they don't even shit in holes. They just shit right on the beach.
They just shit
right on the beach.
Elian Omar is from Somalia, correct?
Yes. See, I told you.
As opposed to our new governor who's from Uganda.
Yes. Not my Uganda, your Uganda.
Whenever it does something good, it's your Uganda.
All I gotta say is Somalia is a problem. One Navy ship could absolutely destroy Somalia. One Navy destroyer.
One of ours, yeah.
Yes. So why are we still putting up with these pieces of shit?
That's a good question.
And they're Muslims. That hate Christians and hate Jews.
Yes.
And so why are we dealing with these people on a regular basis? The same thing with the Houthis in Yemen. Yemen is a bigger shithole than Somalia. When your country is a bigger shithole than an African country, you've really done something.
You've really got to look in the collective mirror, people. You've got to ask, am I my best version of myself?
Of shit.
Of shit, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, New York City might be the next Somalia.
4 levels.
Yeah, it'll be level going down.
Yeah.
Once Mandani takes
the
over.
4 levels of shit.
Yes.
Isn't that a gay porno?
He started it.
Should be.
He started it. Yanni with the best insult.
You've worked hard and saved.
We're back. So listen, I think we are too
lenient.
Thank you for these shitty little countries. Yemen, Somalia, Minnesota, all of these filthy areas that need to be cleaned up. We should not be putting around with Somalia. They've been a problem for years. Remember Tom Hanks? They took Tom Hanks.
He's the captain.
Remember?
Did you see Ilhan Omar last week? Like the guy
talking to the mic.
I think they trust me. I'm sure they can hear me. The Fatah guy that was running, he lost, right? In little friggin' Somalia over there in Minneapolis,
right?
In the People's Republic of. They were showed Ilhan Omar introducing him, trying to do a Captain Phillips. That's the other thing about the Democrats. They have no sense of humor.
And they can't meme.
They can't meme. I mean, even we're old people. We have 7 people watching on YouTube. We don't know how this shit works, but we at least know that the Democrats can't meme. And they take the, like when Trump was memeing them.
Oh, he's the best.
He's the best. And they would go on shows and like they literally would show Schumer and I want to say Haskins, Hakeem Jeffries with tacos and hats and big mustaches. And on the news they'd be like, "That's not real, you know." Are you retarded? You're the only people that think people think that's real. You know, that's
I thought
fake.
it was real.
You're stupid.
Hey, listen, if
they have no sense of humor.
I don't even own a sombrero.
Do you know how many times Democrats got on TV and if they were talking to black people, were talking about how they got a southern accent
my God.
and I eat fried chicken, and then they talk and they were speaking Spanish. The one woman was calling them my little tacos. Biden's wife saying, "You people are my little
Jill
tacos."
Biden.
So it could have been real because they pander to people so horrifically. Now, you were talking about the BBC. I don't even believe this story because the BBC was just exposed for doing the shitty
Filthy liars.
reporting
about Trump on January 6th.
This is what they do. They leave stuff. This is how stupid. And it's everyone.
As I say in Brooklyn, they're stupid idiots.
Yeah, it's our fault that we stay in a country where they allow people this stupid to exist. And what they do is they take chunks of speeches out. Good people on both sides. People still believe Donald Trump said that, and he did, but he said a lot of other stuff around it. And the BBC literally took his January 6th speech and took out the words peacefully and patriotically protest, and literally cut out 55 minutes, basically an hour, to where he said, "We will fight. We have to fight." And they made it sound like we're going to go down there and fight and be violent. And they had to resign. The president, you know it better than me. Go. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, and they did it right before the election.
Of course.
Which is election interference.
Right. You could do that with anything, right?
Imagine if it was the other way around.
But it's not,
my God.
It's
that
not the Globe. It's the BBC.
Right. It's not even it's a foreign government.
Right.
Correct.
Interfering. Why can't I say words today? Listen, you could do that with anything. You could you could hear me say Gino Biscotti is funny. They take out the not. He's not funny. And then people say, "Wow, Freddie said he's funny," but
you know what?
You know what I mean.
When I said Freddie's a jerk, they didn't take anything out.
No,
that's what I said. He's a jerk.
Hey, come on, I have feelings too, you know.
Because he's a jerk,
he's
Eugene.
Jerk.
My mother would say that to me. Because he's a jerk. He's a drip.
Okay, we're going to do another story. We have 4 minutes. The death toll is rising as there's a listeria outbreak.
People are getting hysterical.
It's contaminated pasta.
Oh, no.
Now, let me just tell you that this is how it's nationwide. Nationwide, people are getting sick, and now people are dying all over from contaminated pasta. But it's pre-cooked pasta.
See, and that is why real Italians have no idea that.
Not one Italian was armed with this listeria.
Right. Let me point something out.
What is pre-cooked pasta?
Could you listen? This is
a disgrazia. That's what that is.
Disgrazia.
Like it comes in the sticks. You know, I don't cook that much.
Sticks.
But
what a Jew. This is why my dad would call her a Jew broad.
You put
Go on, I love her.
Put it in the boiling water. and then it gets soft, and then you add canned sauce to it.
Well,
I want her. Don't you hate Fred? Fred, don't you hate people like?
I hate her.
That's whenever people go like.
That's why I eat out.
Whenever people say, "Look, I'm an Italian," or "You're not," I've never said that in my life. But there's moments where you know you are. When I'm like, "How could you get?" Well, it's from pre-cooked pasta, and you're like, "Well, why would I have ever heard of that?"
Is pre-cooked means
what's that?
That it's like not the sticks.
It means you don't know how to boil your own fucking water, is what it means.
It's Trader Joe's.
Okay.
You get this pack. It's like, fettuccine Alfredo. It's cooked already. It's in the pack, and you put it in the boiling water.
So the sauce is what's.
Everything's in it.
Okay. I thought it was just the pasta itself.
I know, you're servants. You expect more.
Exactly.
So I don't understand where you would come to the point where you would you have to boil the water anyway to heat it up.
Yeah.
So just boil spaghetti and put anything you want on it.
Yeah.
You just put the canned sauce like the Jews do. You put butter on it like fat people do.
Oh God.
You put stolen cheese on it like African Americans do. And you do whatever you got.
Like Somalians do, I should have said, sorry.
Hey, by the way, I worked with a black guy for years, and one day he came in and he said, Freddie, I ate the best pasta I ever had in my life.
Oh, dear.
This weekend, I'm going to give you the recipe. He said, you put a pound of spaghetti in the pot, you boil it, take it out, drain it. He goes, then instead of sauce, put a whole bottle of barbecue sauce.
Okay. Oh, that sounds awful.
I'm going to go.
I never talked to him
I'm going to go off screen and scream a word.
I never talked to him again.
You
because he got arrested. But besides that, that had nothing to do
Otherwise,
with it.
you'd be at his house for dinner.
Yes, he was.
Did he really say that?
Yes. I haven't seen him since he cleaned Bonnie's house, and she went 4 levels.
No, he robbed her. He cleaned out her house because he puts barbecue sauce on spaghetti.
So I don't understand why you just wouldn't buy a can of sauce or whatever, and you have to boil the water anyway. It's almost like
I could answer that.
They got what they deserved.
I know. I can answer that.
40 seconds. Answer it, Bonnie.
Because you can microwave that stuff, and then you don't have to boil any water.
I don't know in a microwave.
Yeah.
Microwave.
Like fettuccine Alfredo in the Stouffer's.
Don't look at two Italians and go, you know. No, we don't know, Bonnie. How would you like if we were nuking knishes behind your back?
And making matzahs. You won't tell me how to make a matzah, so I should not tell you how to cook pasta.
You don't know how to make a matzah?
No one knows.
Ask Bonnie. She'll make a matzah out of you.
You buy it at the supermarket.
We will be back with more stories after this, right from the America First Warehouse, the most patriotic venue in the land. That's what I'm talking about.
You've worked hard and saved, but inflation and increased money supply are eroding your buying power. Protect and grow your wealth with physical gold and silver. Sound Money. With a Sound Money wallet, your wealth stays in your control. Buy fractionally, vault securely, ship directly, and instantly liquidate your gold and silver at the highest buyback price in the industry. Real money, real ownership. Visit tafwsoundmoney.info or scan the QR code and start securing your financial future today.
The America First Ultra MAGA store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA store.
Live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday, Real America's Voice, all across the country, 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio, Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional moving and storage and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted for people to be able to come and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
Jump in, yeah!
We are back with That's What I'm Talking About. We have a special guest, Joe the Box.
Hey, buddy.
Joe, have you ever been to the America First Warehouse before?
Well, I've been here enough to know that I have to turn my microphone on when I want to speak.
That makes one of us. That makes one of us.
Unbelievable. You guys are blowing my mind over here. Before, when Shane Jenkins was here, I didn't really explain to Gino, because Gino was late like he always is.
Right.
He comes walking in like some prima donna or something.
Like gay guys usually do.
If I come during the other show, I'll distract it, because I'm very loud.
He was a prancer.
He does dancing and prancing. But Shane Jenkins was really on the front lines with that J6. And I know when Freddie knows this too. And he says, how can we make fun? I said, this guy was a real dude, though.
Yes.
He was, before us, he did things that we wouldn't do. I mean, he was a bad boy. But he found his way, found Jesus in jail. Maybe
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
And Gardner. He was my gardener, too, Jesus.
Jesus found him in jail.
Jesus found my tulips.
He goes, there's a guy that does
Bonnie, how do you put up with this? I hope they're paying you double.
Anthony Jeselnik does a joke. He's like, this guy my buddy went to jail for a year, and he was so afraid of getting raped that he didn't shower for a year because he kept getting raped.
I think if he didn't take a shower, he wouldn't be raped.
He was getting
He never made it into the shower.
because he was getting raped. I didn't even tell the joke right, and it's funny. But that's amazing. I didn't know that. Like, he's an incredible dude. I'm going to have him do my In Hot Water podcast that Fred used to do all the time, but now he's too big a deal.
Let's bring him down to the bottom of the...
Let's take him down to our level. That'll learn him.
But I'm serious. January 6th, to me, are our greatest heroes over the last 30 or 40 years. And they really stood up for what America is all about. And they really took it. And you know what? They're not big, fat crybabies either, like all the George Floyd people. Oh, you know what they did? They stand up and they're like, we did it. We do it again. This is our country. These are real, true American heroes.
I also think a lot of people on the left, I call them bozos, and not all of them, just the ones that would say, well, Trump pardoned all of them. You're goddamn right he did, and I'll explain why. There were some people that got a little spicy, but for the most part, they didn't. And for the most part, it was a guided tour through red ropes, but because Joe Biden, who looks so bad, and his wife, who's getting everything she deserves in the afterlife, in hell, they wanted to shut down grandmoms. They wanted to put everyone in jail so we don't peacefully protest. So you know what the easiest thing to do was? Let them all go. So you could sit there and complain about the 1% that may have broken the law, but when you arrest 99% of the rest to scare Americans from peacefully protesting, how'd that work out for you? You spent 4 years trying to take down Trump, didn't do it. You got pieces of SHIT garbage, like Stephen Colbert. And when they say to Colbert, they're like, you had 4 years to stop him from getting elected. You're not useful to us anymore. And Jimmy Kimmel, welcome back. Keep talking stupid and exploiting how useless the left is. Literally, this is what most of the Dems are running on. We're going to keep Trump from your door. Can you imagine any of the previous elections? We're going to keep the president out of this state. Why? Because we're stupid and we're Democrats, and this is our platform.
Easy now, Gino.
Sorry.
I think Gino's going to have a stroke.
This is the second mic he deep-throated.
If you're going to have a stroke, do it on my podcast.
The first one's how I got the gig. What?
It was good.
I need the clicks. Yeah, the January 6th movement, I can tell you right now that all the violence that happened on January 6th was a response to the Capitol Police attacking the people. Now, I can tell you one thing. I am pro-police. I am pro-law enforcement. But the Capitol Police are a stain on law enforcement in this country. They are the biggest pieces of shit. They did horrific things. They are the disgrace. Every group has a disgrace. The Capitol Police are a disgrace to all law enforcement. Gino's a disgrace to all Italians. Everybody has. Everybody. Bonnie, what do you have?
I think that Gino's point about using them as examples, they wanted to say, if you think conservatively, you better keep your mouth shut, or you're going to end up like the January 6th.
That's what terrorists
And that's
do.
exactly what happened. And they came after, like you said, everyone. And at the same time as the mostly peaceful protests were going on, that was going on, and you could see the two things happening simultaneously.
But it only got violent when the police started shooting at them with the rubber bullets, or started pushing them or hitting them. That's when it got violent.
Why wasn't the National Guard there? Oh.
Nancy Pelosi, and it all spins back to that.
So the January 6th, whenever you're out there and you hear January 6th, just remember, those are our true patriots that we have in this country right now. They're the Minutemen. They're the people who are really showing what freedom is in this country.
But am I wrong to say?
You're always wrong, Gino. I told you that.
That's why I'll ask you three here now. Like, what they got away with, and temporarily, has really set them up for the mess they're in now. The Democratic Party has no leaders. And by the way, if you didn't see, and Kevin was talking about, they stole the New Jersey election. They stole it again. And again, I love that they're like, oh, that we had huge wins, you caved. And every Democrat that voted, you got suckered.
He's on the edge of his seat.
You got suckered. They said, we're shutting this down to show that we fight for you. And the second they got your vote, they caved, and they all switched to the Republican side.
It was an extortion.
That's why MAGA is saying, drain the swamp. The swamp is on both sides. There's sellout Republicans. There's corrupt Democrats. MAGA is the way to go.
May I say something? Because these guys really got a lot to say.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you this. I happen to agree with you 100%. First of all, behind me, that QR code. Hi, Gino. Remember that microphone you lost last week? I'd like it back.
It's a good callback. This guy's good.
But behind me is the code for Stand in the Gap to directly help the J6s. And I promise you, this is an organization that has direct money, goes directly to the J6s. No baloney, no fees, no anything like that. And it's headed by that guy Shane that was in there earlier. So he's really
the guy that walked out with a dump truck filled with money?
The guy that had the tattoo across his neck. I didn't know what was up with that.
Don't mess with him, and they messed with him.
Don't mess with him.
He's such a good sport.
He doesn't have like the gay one like he has.
It was behind my ear. Never mind.
Anyway, I agree, and if you see what's right behind Joe the Box, if you see that, just Google it if you can't go on with this, and get involved. And believe me, what they were saying before this is that they need money now more than before, more than when they were in jail. So if you can, $10, $5, $1, whatever you can, even if you want to do a little fundraiser in your own neighborhood, do it. And they would be really, really...
StandInTheGap.com, absolutely. And, you know, I know Freddie was a little concerned, but, I mean, this guy Shane, when he came out of jail, I thought he was going to come out like a gorilla biscuit and want to beat up and kill everybody. That's what I thought. But he really came out of the box happy and blessed. And, man, he came on here. He did 4 years, and most of it was in solitary confinement where you get 1 hour a day. I mean, it was disgraceful. But I'm telling you what, he's got such a great attitude, and he's so much fun. Kaboom! It's so much fun. He really is. Ask my brother.
I don't want to ask your brother about anything.
He met him in the... But by the way, the New Jersey election, you see it like it literally was the a carbon copy reprint of the 2020 election. There were 500,000, 500,000 extra votes. There were always about 2 million votes.
And it should just
and suddenly there's doing
it should just be null and void.
The most incredible historic turnout.
All mail-in.
Jersey voters.
A woman that moved there 10 years ago.
Here's the problem.
What a disgrace.
Here's the problem with the governors voting for governors of any state. It should be like the presidency. It should be that you need electoral votes.
Never in
So that if you win New York City, that doesn't mean you win the governorship, but they all do that. So all you got to do is fix New York. It should be every single county gets a few points, and you have to win 3/4 of the state, not New York, not Brooklyn, and you win. That's the way the governors should be voting from now on. It should be an electoral college.
They won't.
Electoral. Electoral. And this is what happened in Jersey. Camden, Newark, Trenton, the 3 big ghetto areas. You fix them, you win the state.
Never win. They're going to keep cheating.
I think the way to go is to have voter ID with a driver's license. Come on.
I went to vote, and I voted, by the way. No, I voted for your stupid Slee one. I show up, and they're like, what's your name? I'm like, here's my ID. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Ask for my fucking ID.
And you're not even Irish. You're not okay.
I'm not okay.
The nighttime show starts after this, Gino. Take it easy.
If Gino's going to have a stroke, I hope he does it on my show.
Thank you.
I want
too.
the
It'd
clicks.
be great viral.
Yes, let's go viral.
Put me on this and wheel me into the other. Get one of the hospital beds and just lie me down.
I tell you, you're doing well. I'm ashamed that I pissed in your coffee right now. I wish I hadn't done that.
To make you a coffee.
So
tastes like the mic.
A little wang to it.
We have a show, me and Gino, right here at the America First Warehouse, December 13th. I believe Bonnie will be emceeing it.
Woohoo! Okay.
So
what?
I'm going to double your pay.
And what?
We have the show right here, and again, I've said this every time. If you are in the tri-state area, come to the America First Warehouse. All roads lead to this place. You got the Long Island Railroad. You want to take the train to the city and take the Long Island Railroad. I guarantee you, you will be amazed, because this is what it's all about. Joe the Box,
Bonnie, will you?
Joe the Box has done a great job ensuring freedom of speech in this venue. That's what I'm talking about. So we'll see you December 13th right here.
I look forward to this every Tuesday. This is such.
Gino,
this is what people need to be doing, hanging out in studios.
It's like
Hanging out with
Disney
you,
for
Gino.
Magna people.
It is.
MAGA.
It is the Shangri-La of freedom of speech. Talk to you later.
Bye.